Hello everyone and welcome to my Soul Wars guide for 10 HP accounts. This video idea came from a viewer of my last video, so before I get started and get into everything, thank you so much for suggesting the idea. If you guys ever have any ideas or things you want to see in videos, just let me know, because I love ideas and I love doing things that you guys want to see. This guide is going to be pretty quick, and it's only going to focus on 10 hit point accounts and how they can maximize their zeal. And you can actually potentially make some cash doing this depending on the route you decide to go if you want to pick up all the bolts and whatnot. But if you aren't a 10 HP account, I went ahead and linked a good Soul Wars guide in the description for main accounts, peers, whatever else. So go ahead and check that out, and if not, let's go on with the video. There are a few requirements a player has to have before they can even attempt to enter a game of Soul Wars. You need at least 500 total level and 40 combat. After you meet these two main requirements, there's a short tutorial you have to do at the Soul Wars minigame, and then you're ready to go. To enter a Soul Wars game, you cannot have food, potion, capes, pets, or any other like non-combat equipment. Stuff like that is also allowed. Some is, some is not. I don't really know what they do to decide. One thing I wanted to highlight in the beginning of this guide, and I'll probably say it again later, but it's very important to some people I know. The main way you get zeal is through burying bones, and you do not get prayer experience from burying these bones. So if you're a 10 HP account that either doesn't want to train prayer now or can't train prayer at all, as of right now, you don't get prayer experience from burying the bones. Also, if you need to attack a barricade, because sometimes you'll be trapped and the only way out is to attack a barricade, you do not get HP experience. I don't know if they'll ever change this. They've already changed a lot of things since I started doing Soul Wars when it first came out. So you might want to check this on a main account that can get hit points and prayer experience before you do it on your own account, because who knows what they'll change and what they won't. To get to the Soul Wars minigame, you can either use the minigame teleport in the minigames tab, or you can enter the portal that is found in Edgeville. It's the same spot it used to be in RuneScape 3 if you ever did that. The Soul Wars world is 320, but there's a lot of other worlds available as well. I do recommend you use 320. It seems to always have the most players. I tried different worlds at different times of the day, and I think most of them were almost inactive. So I would definitely go with World 320. Each Soul Wars game is about 15 minutes long. It can end faster if they kill your Ava 5 times before the 15 minutes, and it rewards 60, 50, or 40 zeal depending on if you win, draw, or lose respectively. As a 10 HP account, you can't really do much to affect the outcome of the game, and your team will probably hate you because you're kind of useless. I mean, you don't really help out at all, but honestly, you probably hate yourself more, and that's why you made a 10 HP account, so who really cares? So, to start off the Soul Wars game, you want to go ahead and go to the two tables and grab 10 bandages and 10 potions. Sometimes I grab only 5 potions, and actually I think I'm going to go ahead and do that this game. The potions aren't as useful as the bandages. The bandages heal your run, and the potions boost your stats and restore your prayer. So it's important if you're running out low on run to have more bandages than anything else. And the most important thing in the start is to get to the graveyard as soon as possible, because you actually do get a little bit of zeal for capturing the graveyard, which it makes a big difference because it's hard to get max zeal when you're just burying the bones the whole game. So I usually go to the graveyard, I take a sip of my potion. Also, one important thing to note is if you drink the potion or eat the bandages, heal with the bandages, whatever you want to call it, you do get your little activity bar gets refreshed. So it's important to know that if you're getting low, you can't find bones, you can't heal anybody, you can do that. So what I like to do is I like to go to the middle, stay back, wait till my team gets a little low, and find someone that's starting to get hit, which right now we're kind of destroying, but this guy looks like he needs a little heal. So usually I'll go ahead and heal 2 times and then run back. And if you do die, it's honestly a good thing because you can pick up your own bones later, which happens a lot. In the beginning, what I'll do a lot is I'll pick, if there are any bones to pick up, I will pick them up and die on purpose and then come back and pick them all up. It really depends on if there's other people doing this thing, but basically in the beginning, you just heal everyone up with the bandages. If you do get an opportunity to pick up bones, go for it. If not, then it's all good. And if you die, you just keep coming back, and you can end up picking up your own bones. Really, it's kind of helpful if you do die. So don't be too stressed about that. So as you can see, our team is kind of crushing it. It's 50-50. Sometimes you get crushed, and you'll be back at your own graveyard healing your team, and sometimes, your team does the crushing. It just really depends. So I'm actually almost out of bandages, which is good. Usually when I run out of bandages, I'll try and just stand in one spot, and that way I get killed. Like right here, I should get barraged and barraged and killed, and just keep healing with my potion. You see that keeps my activity bar way high. You can go, I think, 1.5 minutes with the activity bar before you get kicked. So, and then when you die, I just set my quick prayers back up, drink more potions, go back to it. I think I already said it earlier, but an important thing to note is when you do pick up the bones, you don't and you bury them, you don't get prayer experience. So if you're a 10 HP account that doesn't want any prayer experience, just go ahead and bury the bones. You'll be fine. So basically, all you do is every time you die, you just keep coming back. You pick up all these bones, and you just run them back to your graveyard. At the beginning, I usually only pick up like 1 or 2 or 3, and see, people will target you like this guy, which is fine. I mean, because you, like I said, there will be a stack of 3 bones there where I just died, which is perfect. And somebody actually died in our graveyard, which does happen a lot. So we'll just pick up these bones and bury them. But really, that's all there is to it. You just pick up the bones and you bury them, and that's it. And if you get 30 bones in a game, you'll get pretty close to max zeal. So that's all. That's all you need to know. One important thing I should say is if you do start losing, all you have to do is fall back, and I don't know if we're really losing too badly right now, but there are definitely people at Ava. I'll go ahead and pick up these bones on my way back, and maybe I'll be able to bury those too. But all you have to do if you do start losing is go ahead and fall back to your own Ava, which they have completely walled off here, but I think I can get through. Okay, pick up these bones quick. Sorry, I don't want to miss out on anything. So basically all you have to do is sometimes you'll just be getting smashed, and there will be so many people here killing your Ava. So all you want to do is just stand in this graveyard and go out and just pick up the bones when you can, like so. And it's pretty easy, and it's actually, you get a lot of zeal this way versus anything because everyone's focused on killing the Ava. So you're free to pick up bones and bury them, and nobody will really even mess with you. So it's a lot faster than doing the middle. But obviously, if they're killing your Ava, you're probably losing, which means you're going to get the reduced zeal for a loss. So that's also, it's got its ups and downs. It's way more AFK and way more chill to do it this way, but it's also usually not a great thing either. One thing I forgot to mention while I was doing the Soul Wars guide was the maximum amount of zeal you can get per win is 60, for a draw is 50, and for a loss is 40. Now, as a 10 HP account, the most you'll probably be able to get is 50, 30, and 20. But honestly, sometimes on losses, you can actually max it out. The only times I've ever maxed out my zeal are on losses because there's a lot more of a chance for you to bury just a metric fuckload of bones because you're getting your Ava pounded and you can just run out and pick them up and put them down. But really, Soul Wars is super simple for 10 HP accounts. All you got to do, bury bones. And if there's ever a game where you're either winning too much that you can't bury bones or you just can't get to bones to bury, just heal your teammates instead. If you heal 30 times, you'll get about half as much zeal as if you buried 15 bones. So healing is a lot less efficient for getting zeal, but it is, I mean, if you can't bury bones, I mean, what the hell are you going to do? You gotta at least do something. So burying bones is definitely the best, but if you can't, just focus on healing people and just do what you can. Try and capture areas if you can get to stuff like that and not get killed. It can be frustrating sometimes, definitely. A lot of people will target the 10 HP accounts or the lower level accounts because I mean, it's free kills for them, and I mean, why not? I mean, I don't really blame them at all. I would probably do the same thing if I was in their shoes. So yeah, that's the Soul Wars guide. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll try to answer anything I can down below. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find it out, and I'll definitely point you guys in the right direction. This is the first time I've ever really tried to do like a guide video where I had like a script and had things to go over and actually like researched a lot. So let me know how I did. Thanks, guys.